This is Stop Fake News.
What is true fake news about events occurring in Ukraine?
And we, Alina Suhonyako.
And Margot Gontar.
On the 30th of January, Russia's news agency Live News published a report blaming Kyiv for disrupting another round of negotiations planned to be held in Belarus capital Minsk to seek a resolution to the conflict in eastern Ukraine. The report runs the parties agreed on holding talks on the 30th of January, but they would never take place. Kyiv made an official announcement that it would not be involved in today's round of negotiations. However, the official website of the OSCE Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe tells a different story. Experts of the monitoring mission claim that it is the representatives of the so-called People's Republics of Donetsk and Luhansk who are to blame for the breakdown of negotiations in Minsk. Here is a literal and faithful message by the OSCE participants of a trilateral contact team arrived in Minsk for talks and consultations with the representatives of some areas in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions. The team had prepared a detailed plan on elaborate fulfillment of the Minsk Accord and memorandum. Unfortunately, representatives from the Donetsk and Luhansk regions who had to sign the document would not come, although they had been personally invited by the trilateral group. The authorized envoys were unable to discuss assumptions and proposals by the contact team. In fact, they were even unready to negotiate on the implementation of an agreement on ceasefire and have weapons withdrawal. Instead, they called upon reconsidering the accord and memorandum, and the meeting was adjourned.
Referring to OSCE report, online news outlet Gazeta reported on the number of injured and affected civilians on the territories controlled by People's Republic of Donetsk and Lugansk as of from January 23rd to January 27th. While the official press release uploaded on the OSCE website January 27th ran that the information on the victims was provided by the Russian side and would not be checked by the OSCE. The statement is said to reflect the position of the Russian representatives alone and shall not be considered as a verified fact. Therefore, the publication led its audience astray, misrepresenting a statement by the Russian side as the one based on the OSCE message.
Last week, Russian, Ukrainian, and even European mass media reported that Ukraine's parliament has allegedly passed a law that would allow Ukrainian officers not only impose fines on the inferiors but also shoot them up, kill them in case of their disobedience. This information has emerged in social networks as well. For instance, the Human Rights Watch CEO Kenneth Ross mentioned this pseudo-news on his Twitter page. However, the Honorable of Ukraine had never given a green light to Ukrainian commanding staff to execute their subjects. On the 5th of February, Ukrainian parliament adopted a bill introducing amendments to some legal acts with regard to harsher punishment for servicemen, the granting commanding officers additional rights and charging them with duties in specific situations. The law states that the Statute of the Internal Service of the Armed Forces of Ukraine shall be complemented by Article 22, Part 1, according to which in special circumstances, including in case of martial law and combat situations for the purpose of detention of a serviceman whose conduct can be described as a crime, the commanding staff can herewith use weapon or order another subject to use such weapon. In no other methods can be applied to seize or prevent the offense, though not causing the death of the subject. Therefore, shooting is not the case at all.
February 3rd, Russian newspaper agency Live News released a report titled Human Rights Watch claimed the armed forces of Ukraine responsible for shelling trolleybuses in Donetsk. However, a report available on the official website of the Human Rights Watch states otherwise. The organization representatives do acknowledge they came to the shell fire site 2 days after the actual shelling, but the shell craters were already covered, which complicated the investigation. They also state that rebels' base was located 500 meters away from the shell fire site, which presumably could be a target. But judging from the crater impacts and the pictures, the Human Rights Watch made the following conclusions. The photographs and crater debris suggest, though, that the rocket might have been launched from the mortars with a maximum firing range of 7 kilometers from the northwest direction, that is, from the rebel-controlled territory. Therefore, the Human Rights Watch was unable to make any conclusions who was to blame for fire. Another statement runs, despite the fact that the Human Rights Watch examined the assault site, it failed to identify the responsible for the third big incident, assault in Donetsk on January 22nd, that claimed lives of 13 civilians. Therefore, the Human Rights Watch did not assume Ukraine military men guilty for shelling over the trolleybus in Donetsk. You watch Stop Fake News. Thank you for your support. Follow our news to learn more about the course of events. You can also follow our YouTube reports.
Stop Fake News is a voluntary project. If you do appreciate our project as well, please donate to support it. All money transfer details are available at our website stopfake.org.
See you.